And here we go.
Yeah.
I'm with Vladislav Budanov, and moving from business operation to cultural and artistic impact of CATS Studios technology. I had the chance to bump into this creative profile, and I said, wow, there is a lot to discover about this guy and his activity. So I'm really pleased to have you on today in my channel, also because we like to understand more on this uh, wide world of technology. First of all, Vladislav, where are you from, and where are you at the moment?
Yeah, basically, I'm from Russia, and now I'm in Bangkok, in Thailand. And yeah, I hope to implement something new to Asian market, especially for Thai market. Of course, it's not such big as Russian, for example, but we also work with American, with European, and with Asian countries also doing different stuff. Mostly, we work in multimedia sphere, and it's pretty wide. We're using different technological tools, doing media installations, multimedia shows, and so on, like different holographic devices, LED screens, and so on. Everything that can be used for media content translation. Also, it's advertising, and so on.
Yeah,
We use CGI and AI tools for doing content and types of creative stuff.
okay, exactly. I've been
Also, we do not only commercial projects. Also, we do not only commercial projects. We also do our own creative projects. And one of the projects that I start doing here in Thailand, it's the project of my mascot, Beef. It's under your shoulder,
yeah.
under your left shoulder, the mascot. Yeah, his name's Beef, and it's just a character first, and basically he's a mascot of our studio. He's a 3D character that present our studio, but also he have his own soul and his own story that we develop now. And it would be an art toy, like the physical one, because we thought that digital is something really interesting, but there are now also digital sphere when something digital is coming to the physical. And for example, art toys and what you can see sometimes on the backs of girls like Labubu and different pop mart toys. It's something that now we can explain as a digital when the digital character is going to be real. And also we do a lot of different stuff with it, like a content, like merch, like toys, and so on. And this is the project that we will start doing next year here in Bangkok in Asia. Now we are preparing for that. And of course, yeah, we work a lot in advertising sphere, doing different digital services and creative services. And at the beginning of our conversation, you were talking about the fashion sphere. And it's interesting that sometimes, yeah, it was one of the spheres when we started, because a few years ago, it was very, very popular to work with digital in clothing and dresses. Like, it's about sustainability theme when you can use digital dresses instead of the usual dress. You can don't work with the real model. It can be a 3D model with a fully CG dress of high quality. And this is how the fashion show of the future can looks like. So I can speak a lot about this sphere
Yeah.
because it's pretty
Okay, I want to know how did you start this career? You've been studying
yeah,
and
it was
you
interesting.
graduated.
I were not studying in it. I was working in Nike company in the office doing macros in Excel and so on, different financial stuff because I have an economic degree. And I was always interested in marketing because marketing is something that give to the brand additional additional price. The product wouldn't cost so much if he had not brand and the story and nice marketing campaigns that impressed people to buy this product.
Yeah, you
And
also
I
said
started.
that the push you can give to the brands creating avatars.
Yeah, we were creating digital avatars. Also, it's very interesting experience. Like marketing tasks could be different, and I always understand that the brands have different marketing tasks, from content to some physical events and so on. And even now, if we are talking about events sphere, it's also go very tight with digital, and we have a lot of now digital spaces with a lot of digital screens and so on, which are perfect for events. And this is how it works now. Yeah, we're trying to combine all our knowledges from marketing, from how it was working, to the current reality.
So, which were the main challenges in spreading? I mean, we can call it a kind of a revolution because we shift from analogical digital, and now we have phygital. And
Yeah,
which were the main challenges? I mean, you have absolutely international profile, but it
yeah,
seems that in every country there are few barriers. Okay, even if we are very curious, for instance, here in Italy, we are very open. We still are engaged with the classical sense of art. Okay,
yeah.
so let me understand which were the challenges that you have to cope changing your studios around the world because you've been traveling a lot as well.
The most challenging, I think, that always to start, because for start you need to understand was it your product about first, and who would buy it. And when I was starting, I understood that as I was working in Nike, and it's a big brand, they was always working with marketing, with content that impressed people. When you looking for Nike advertising, you always shocked about how was it done, how the influence for people minds, and it was really interesting for me. I start looking a lot of different advertising. I start searching about marketing activities. I start searching about different ways how the brand were using marketing for doing for being popular for another people, for just the usual customers. And step by step, I start doing something. I start searching for people who already work in this sphere, and it was a group of artists that I met, and we just start talking. And I said that I have economical degree, and I would like to try myself in this sphere, and I can help you to manage all your creative stuff that you do. And step by step, I start working with them, start managing their projects. And in few years, like I only 7 years in this industry, and CATS.STUDIO is only 3 years old. And I just start working with that, and I understood what is my product about. I understood what the clients need, what they need in all this digitalization of the world, how the advertising, how the marketing could be changed with all these technologies. And I start combining, all these knowledges together, knowledges about marketing, knowledges about advertising, about technologies, about mascots, about a lot of different
Very
stuff.
interesting. Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah,
And what about the among the different projects, the digital idol you made for Kind magazine, generating a digital cover for a squad? This is interested me because I'm a journalist. So how can you craft a digital cover for a
I start.
magazine?
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. I start working with an artist. He became my friend. It was a digital artist with very interesting digital style, and he was only 16 years old when we start working, and he was extremely talented. And I start producing him as a producer, as a digital producer, and I start selling his talent to and start showing his talent to world. And producing of a media person, it's some kind of speculation, like when you taking the real talent and bring it to the world, selling him. And yeah, it was we start few projects. Sometimes, in marketing, to start, we use a spec. It's like speculative
Yeah.
projects when we can start doing something, how it could work for brand. You can do creative and show how it could work for brand. And sometimes when you show some projects, and we now have social media, and the social media ruined the barrier between peoples, between brands. And just some interesting persons saw us, they do few reposts, and maybe it was like, a lot of steps, a lot of different small steps, like the publication in LinkedIn, the publication on websites, the publication in some forums, some personal communication between people. And step by step, yeah, it started working like that. And what is about Kind magazine, they just came to us once and say, wow, guys, you are cool, you do a nice stuff. And they write to our Instagram that, wow, you're doing something cool. Maybe you can do something cool for us. And we understood that, yes, we can. Why not? And we have a brief from them, what they would like to show to the audience. As they said that they're interested in avatars, in digital fashion. And we combine it all together using, like their identity, their style, and we bring something from ourselves to this project. And totally, we have a nice product that everyone loves. Same was with the Square magazine. They came to us and say that they need a digital cover. They would like to do not the usual cover for the journals. They would like to do the digital one and sell it as NFT when NFT theme became popular, and we did it with an artist. And step by step, it's working. It's some interviews, some lections about digital, and we start becoming more and more popular. And for now, I think that we are pretty small, and I think that in few years, maybe in 3-5 years, we will become really popular in the world, doing what we love.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Yeah. I will apply to become your press office international because these challenges are really interesting. And let me know also about the NFT. So, how nowadays having a bunch of images coming from, for instance, from the original and copyright images of the masterpieces of the museums, for instance. How can you turn that into NFT and turn in something that is absolutely valuable to display in a different way?
Yeah. So a few years ago, we our world start working with blockchain technology, and it's an interesting technology. I couldn't explain it in just few
Yeah, but
sentences what it's about. But yeah, NFT, it's like, as you said, it's like the code, the transactions that can show the original way of the product when it was started, like when the original was born. Because now we have the world when the digital can be copied very easy. Like you can just do Control C, Control V, and it's already
yes.
a copy. Yes, and NFT, it's like the technologies that can show where the original image or the original document started from. And I think that, like pictures, it's something that people can firstly imagine as something that could be copied. That's why NFT became as a trend, it became popular exactly in media sphere, in sphere of digital publications. But it's not the most interesting and correct way how these technologies can be used. I think that NFT could be mostly used for, I don't know, for in lawing sphere, for example, in law sphere, like because you can do interesting digital transactions using NFT technology, like in the usual business, not only in images. So, but as a trend, it was burning as pictures, and of course, as a usual trend now, it burned out very fast, and everyone understood that they don't need these pictures. It's just the pictures. It's no matter when it was burned. So yes, it was ruined. And now, like AI, a lot of AI using for image creation, for video creation, because it's a trend now. But I think that in few years, when it start developing, it will be more and more complex. And of course, pipelines will become more and more complex. And even now, we use AI
For
in
who
our.
complex? So the AI technologies to create images and video will become
Yeah,
more complex, you said.
absolutely. It's already becoming more and more complex. For example, now we don't use just AI for creating video for big brands. We use difficult combination of pipelines when we use 3D, when we use our knowledges from different sphere, like the video shootings and so on, to implement it in the best way to bring it to the brand. Like now we use difficult pipelines and it's combination of CGI, of AI, of compositing, of post production to do a nice result for brands. Yeah.
So you think that is not true that AI will allow us to make things more easy?
It would make a lot of different things more easy, like 3D modeling, for example. Like different parts would become more and more easy. But I think that in the future, people need to learn how to work with AI, how they can use
Okay, yeah,
different AI
definitely.
tools. Yeah, different AI tools for combining them together for really interesting pipelines. And AI technology is now developing extremely fast, and
Yeah,
pipelines already becoming more and more fast. And different people use these pipelines to be the first in this racing.
exactly. And I'm advocating for that, that we have to learn more on how to prompt engineer and to work every day with AI. Let's go to another areas in which you master incredible things, and is the large-scale immersive installations. I saw a few videos that you can find on YouTube, but then you have to tell us where the people can go and enjoy your creations. But I want to highlight this creative area of your company because I envision you to participate, for instance, in Biennale in Venice and something like that, because you recreate huge spaces utilizing technologies, and it's a full experience, a full in-depth experience.
Yeah. So we started working with many installations because we understood that it's really interesting to bring together content and the modern technology for doing interesting media installations. Like it could be LED screens, holograms, drone shows. We like to working with just spaces because when you come to a space, you understood that you can use it for impressing to impress people. Yes, and when we have a form, we understood what to do with this because we know how to work with budget, we know how to work with technology, and we know how to work with people's mind. It's like about psychology also.
Yeah,
And,
which is the most spectacular, effects that you suggest to put in to display for accompanying a drone show, immersive installations. What do you experience? Because then you can also perceive from your audience and your shows.
Of course, mostly we started doing it in our own country, in Russia, when we became more and more popular as a specialists. And some brands come to us to do something interesting, like a media installation for brands. And of course, our commercial services became the first experience in this sphere. It was a big telecom brand and a big IT brand from Russia that came to us and says that they need to do something interesting, like to combine phygital and digital to show their ecosystem products in a new way. And it's how we start. And of course, now brands, especially brands, have money to do some experiments because media installation costs a lot. It can cost I don't
I can
know
imagine.
from $100,000
Wow.
to few millions dollars.
Yeah.
Yes, so that's why mostly media installation, mostly big brands, big commercial brands, start working with new digital, with new digital and phygital.
And yeah, definitely. And tell me how this is matches with your passion, that is MMA, mixed martial arts, something like that. You do also you sports.
Yeah,
Yeah. So is the sport helping you be more creative?
I think that sports don't help me to be more creative, but it helps me to be more strong because business and especially digital business, it's something extremely difficult when you're always falling and waking up again. Yes, to do something great, and it just helped me to be strong in this not easy way.
Very good. So let's recap where the audience can find you on your platform. You have so many. One is
I think that
CATS.
mostly my Instagram, my personal Instagram, they can follow me and find all my projects linked linked in my profile. So Budanov.Vlad, please follow.
Okay, and then I remind also your site, and it's
Yeah,
CATS.STUDIO. And
yeah.
what are you working on in these days?
Oh, for now I work for a few media installations, and mostly I'm trying to focus on my Bangkok's project, Steve. I hope to bring this project to the world next year. So yeah, now mostly I'm working for this movie that I'm doing for different people to understand something about relationships
Uh,
between personalities. Like yeah, I think it's interesting theme.
okay, thank you very much to Vladislav Budanov, the CEO and founder of CATS.STUDIO, directly from Bangkok. Stick around, don't go away. Simona Cochi, the Italian
Yeah,
way.
thank you, thank you, thank you. See you.